A reading from the Gospel according to Luke. And now as they went on their way, Jesus entered a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him to her home. And she had a sister named Mary who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to what he was saying. But Martha was distracted by her many tasks, so she came to him and asked, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her then to help me." But the Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and distracted by many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, which will not be taken away from her." The word of the Lord. Now, I can't tell you how much I cannot overstate how much I dislike it when I have been working really hard on something and just working myself to the bone over it, just to then be told that I probably should have better spent my time doing something else. And so I'm feeling with Martha here in this particular moment here. She's working so hard. I think she's trying to do a good job. And she's probably cooking, she's probably cleaning. I'm sure she's working on clothes and cleaning up the place and trying to show good hospitality to Jesus, because they have a guest in their home. And they've been taught from a very young age that the highest of ideals is to show hospitality to the visitor in your midst and to give them the very best you have to offer. And so she's killing herself trying to make it happen, just to then have Jesus look at her and say, yeah, Mary actually made the better choice to not put all of that work into this. I pray that Martha was able to hear it in the way that I pray that I will be able to hear it in those moments, which is to not take offense and to just realize sometimes we give it our best, but we haven't made sure we were spending our time in the way that mattered most in the moment. Many of us, myself included, fall victim to confusing the difference between the urgent and the important. Many of us fall victim, myself included, to the mistake of mistaking staying busy, staying productive, for doing what matters in the moment, being present to what's needed. You see, Mary may not have been working that hard. She may not have been getting as much done, but she knew what mattered in the moment, which was to just set it all down and be present with Jesus. And that's something I need to be mindful of. And I'm taking that as our lesson for the day. And maybe this is the lesson you need to hear sometimes too. That in a world where we so often prize getting stuff done, checking boxes off the list, showing that we are useful and good for this world by our productivity, that we need to not be caught up failing to be present to the moment. There have been plenty of times where I have worked awfully hard while my children are tugging at me and saying, Dad, can you spend some time with me? Do this thing with me. And I'll say, I will. I'll get to it in a minute, but I've got another email I need to answer. And I get to the end of the day and I'm really proud at the number of emails I've gotten done. And then I hate to say it, but I look back and realize, but I missed the opportunity to be there in that moment with them. And it's not a moment I get back. And I know at the end of the day, when I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to look back and not treasure all those moments that I had a really productive day of getting emails done. But I hope I don't end up regretting that I missed out on those moments with my children that mattered. And so I'm going to take this lesson to heart now. I want to try to be Martha when I need to be Martha, but to be Mary when I need to be Mary. And I pray the same for you as well. Amen.